Very much.
If we go backwards and we rush to judgment and we allow for political lynchings without any due process, any facts, any evidence being heard, then I think we do a disservice to this very body in which we all serve. And I want to stand in this moment in the truth, not only which has tested my Constitution personally, but is testing the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia and of the United States of America. And I want to stand in this moment as someone who hopefully represents a new way forward, where everyone should always be heard, and everyone should always get due process, and we should always go forward toward the truth. But we have to decide who we are. And I'm happy to be just one representative example of whether or not we're going to rise to the better angels of our nature or go back down a very dark political road where 50 years ago, had fingers been pointed at me in the exact same way, it'd be a very different outcome. I would not be standing up here on the dais. A very different outcome would have happened with no facts, no due process, no evidence, no nothing. And so I'm standing firm in that truth for anyone who's ever been a victim of any kind. And I'm making sure that everyone is heard, everyone's due process rights are protected, and that we decide that we're going to be very different than what we've been. In terms of our Commonwealth, in terms of our country. And I've heard much about anti-lynching on the floor of this very Senate, where people were not given any due process whatsoever, and we rue that. We talk about hundreds, at least 100 terror lynchings that have happened in the Commonwealth of Virginia under those very same auspices, and yet we stand here in a rush to judgment with nothing but accusations and no facts. And we decide that we are willing to do the same thing. So I trust in my God. I trust in the fairness of each one of you. I trust in your good hearts. And this is much bigger than me, I can assure you, much bigger than me. And should anyone decide that they desire to see a downfall of me or the Constitution or of victims or of anyone else, I would just ask that you look and reflect and think about who you are, think about who we are, and think about who we want to be. And I promise you, if we do that, we will end up in the right place. So God bless you all. Thank you very much. I'm proud of every single one of you.